What's up, babies? Recently, I was approached by a microphone company, BASN. They wanted me to review this BMIC2. This is a wireless unit. It actually comes with 2 microphones, and then in one single receiver, it can have XLR outs for both of them. There's definitely units like this out there, but looking at the compact size and sort of just the design of it all, I want to crack this open. So full disclosure, I have opened this box already because I wanted to check the contents of it, and from what I've seen, I'm pretty impressed, but without saying too much more, let's just jump right into it for you. What's up, babies? Before we get into this video, I had to quick let you know that part 2 is going to be dropping in just a couple days. So look for the official antenna test this Thursday. What we do in that is compare the BASN unit to a Shure unit and see just how they size up. We had some active God complications, which you'll see in just a little bit, but it definitely makes up for it in the second video. So check this one out for the general review of everything and for some funny footage of me in the rain. And then make sure you come back this Thursday where we're going to drop that second video. Thanks for being here. Now on with the video. All right, so as I mentioned, I've already popped this box open and I want to kind of keep the honesty rolling. I'm not super familiar with this mic kit or this company, so really getting into all of this is for me like a whole wealth of knowledge, and I'm pretty excited to do it. And so here we have one of the BASN mic receiver. I'm just going to call them BASN. That's got to be it. We have one of their transmitters right here, and I've got the Shure transmitters here as well, and I'm gonna pull out, this is gonna be an SLX, just because I want you to see, like, it looks identical. It's kind of crazy. The button styles are different. There's no like menu or enter button, but I do want to, I already am ripping off one of their little, you know, roll free things, because BASN, they actually send you 2 of these for the mics, which is, I think, really, really cool. So we're just going to kind of keep this on hand to be able to compare. We're going to kind of just roll into it because the weight is right there with it. So it's like a really solid unit. You do have a metal sleeve. It's got the, ooh, brutal. Just that real simple on switch. Looks like it has a battery meter on it, but we're just going to set that aside right now, and I'm going to put this guy on. Turn it all the way on. It does look like this thing breaks down in a couple different parts. Like, I'm sure you could pop the head off and check out underneath, but we're just going to set that there for now because it does come with a second one. Don't need to get into it. You get a 1/4-inch TS cable, and you get 2 XLRs. So the receiver is kind of light. It does, of course, mimic a lot of other ones we're used to. I'm really sorry, guys, by the way. We're in a state of emergency, apparently. Storms are wild out there. Let's keep the video going, though. So you do have 2 what kind of look like the almost half waves, maybe 510 to 590 megahertz. And even like this receiver wise, about the same size as other receivers. Hang on, I've got the SLX one here. Something. I have a BLX receiver actually. So this, basically the exact same size. BLX here on the bottom. Yeah, it is, this is a lot lighter than this, which I don't know if, I guess components wise you want it to be a little heavier, but as far as gear wise we always like lighter, right? I'm not saying I'm right. Dang, I was really looking forward to testing this out. But so let's check out the back here. We have, once it focuses, you have like an instrument out, right? And then you got your 2 XLR outs and some power back there. And yeah, a little, you know, of course we've got a networking option also. So let's get this guy plugged in and hooked up to something. So let's, I'm gonna pull the levers up. This is like, so every once in a while, am I on camera? Probably not. Every once in a while I'll still have some problems with microphones. We figure it out, you know, we always figure it out, but I don't know if, like, it's scary to try and trust new microphones in situations like this. You know, I want to test them, but I can't test them without being in it really, in my opinion, you know, like testing for ceremony. If, you know, having the 2 XLR outs in this small unit is sick. I think that, you know, those types of units, I don't know, I think there's an argument to be had either way. It's like you put too much into one thing, it's kind of like you're trying to cut corners. Just build a damn rack, you know, like sling it over your shoulder and deal with it, put it into a wheelie cart with a jackery in it, you know, but then at that point you're at like $5,500. You know, so if you can spend $100 on this unit and it works decently for some, you know, guys getting started, I think that's an excellent option. And just the way it feels, like it's not bad. So I want to get it plugged in and check out like syncing and everything. So give me a second to run around and do all that, and we'll be back right here. All right, it's getting crowded up here, but this storm is so crazy, I'm literally going to use the jackery as power, because I don't want to die. And I also just don't want to like lose power while all this is happening. All right, got him plugged in. I guess let's just test out all their stuff, because these XLRs actually have this cool like red oranginess to them. Like not full black, I dig it. And it's, at least it's not like bright or just plain black. Like it's a little different, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I guess we should do both, right? Nope, that's literally picked up the shore by accident. I'm gonna put that back before I do that, for real. Not for nothing, they did they gave you 3 sets of batteries, I think, right? Yeah. 3 sets of batteries. We're gonna test out both mics, I think. I just wanna see how they all work together. So give me another minute and we'll be rocking it as soon as I can open this. Imagine I just got electrocuted on camera. Oh, that was light. I'm a little scared. Okay, babies. Here we go. Let's get this. Ooh, kind of pretty. Look at that. God, that looks so good. It almost looks fake. Hang on. Check it out. Oh, focusing weird. Look at that thing, is sleek. I'm kind of interested to dive into this a little bit more. Let's really check out this guy. So let's looks like it's showing unit A. Do I even have it on? Yeah, look at that. Okay, cool. So it shows it on. 2A. Look at that. Yeah. Not bad. Let's do the sync stuff. Okay, so that's trying to switch to the B. So you can see there's a battery meter. We got the RF connectivity, which I wonder, let's test. Which one was this? That's antenna A. Let's see how it reacts. Okay, RF didn't go down at all. 2. Let me walk away. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna walk for a little bit here. Yeah, I only walked like 30 feet and it didn't go down, so. All right, well, let's, it looks sharp. Let's get these back on. Let's try out some syncing stuff. And then we'll do 2 mics at the same time stuff. And then it is dumping rain, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to do like a walk. That's what I really wanted to do, was take some time and like record this with this and then take myself out there and walk with it and see kind of when it broke off. I don't think that's happening anytime soon though with the rain. Part two, we'll do a part 2. But let's get, all right, so we got our second unit on and then we do B. Yep, oh cool, look at that. All right, let's see, can you scan though? We're not just gonna click into 534 every single time, are we? And 559, are we? Right, we're not just gonna do that. Oh, okay. Can you scan though? Scan. Okay, maybe I need the instructions. All right, press the control wheel the first time to enter channel selection mode. Okay, there's that. Let's just keep it on 50. Press the control wheel the second time to enter volume selection size. Oh, okay, cool. So the gain. Nice. Cool. Press the control wheel the third time to enter the auto search function. Okay. All right. That's where I'm at. Oh, you just spin the wheel. Cool. Which one were we on? And then we hit sync and we're in. Okay. Oh, you can't see it anymore. But yeah. Okay, so there's scanning, there's syncing, 2-in-1. I guess let's listen to it. You guys want to listen to it? All this, and it's going to sound like Fisher Price. What if it's raining so hard the leaves are falling? Just make sure that I'm not blowing anybody's ears out. All right, here we go. Let's make sure. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's not. His gain is way crazy. Okay, we just leave it at 0. Oh, right. Probably scan this bad boy. Look at me. Like I know what I'm doing. I think that's the same channel then, isn't it? Yeah, you just took over B. Okay, you don't know what you're doing a little bit. What? What? Okay, that's different. That's different, right? What is happening? To you. Why are you on B? To you. To you. What? To. Why doesn't it think that the other one's on?
Hey everybody, this is editing Kevin stepping in, just to sort of explain kind of what's going on at this point. So I had accidentally synced both mics to channel B, and then for the receiver, it doesn't really want to bounce back to channel A ever if there isn't a transmitter that is linked to that specific channel.
What's happening? Am I doing this like completely wrong here?
So I kind of was doing it wrong.
I don't think so.
But what I wasn't doing was paying attention to the actual channel. So the solution is basically to turn off both transmitters because you need to kind of reset the whole system. And then having both off, you can adjust the channel number to be appropriate to the receiver, if that makes any sense at all. Basically, each mic is given a channel number, which then also has a frequency number. So if your channel number doesn't match, like receiver A doesn't match channel A with the correct channel number, this is sounding so confusing. It kind of seems like they overcomplicated it a little bit.
Oh, that's a reverb?
This is me just trying to figure out, going through all the settings, how to make it work. I did eventually figure it out. It was pretty painful all around, but hopefully you'll understand the solution once I get into it.
Button lock function.
This is a whole series of me struggling, so if you don't want to see any of this,
I'm a little confused, frankly.
then don't worry about it. I'm going to set a chapter marker for you so you can skip all of this nonsense.
Turn it off. Power cycle. Oh, that's why. All right, we're learning. So we got to change the channel now. Turn this on. That's 58. So that's there. Turn this one on. That's 49. So we can switch. Okay, cool. So we got both of them back. All right, lovely. So then 2-2. Hey. What? Why? Do you actually have to have some gain? Man. I guess we're learning. Oh, you got audio though. Okay, cool. So you do need a little bit of, you need gain on the unit. It can't just be 0. Let's do, don't change the channel, just the volume. Here we go to, oh, okay, cool. Oh, now it does work. Okay, lovely. I like not having that much. I mean, a little bit, actually. I feel like you put a little bit of push on your units sometimes, right? So, okay, cool. So there's a, hey. Oh, wow. They don't want to feed back. Hey. You hear that? Did you hear that? Okay. Color me a little impressed by that. I'm trying, man. I'm like scared to do it. Pretty neat. I really want to walk around and see. Let me, all right, so I came up with something. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this mic. I got the pop filter on it now. And we're gonna go outside and we're gonna take it for a quick little trip around the block. I'm gonna leave this here and running so you can hear it. And then I'm also gonna run my phone and I'll record my walk so we can see kind of where we are and we'll match everything up, okay? Now, honesty, still the best policy. I did this already and it was dumping rain. I ran out of memory card space right before it happened. It was dumping rain. And I'll share the other video with you guys at some point. There was a police officer and it was crazy, crazy torrential downpours. So we're gonna do it a little bit better now that I've tried it one time through. And I'm gonna leave this guy here. You'll hear this come through. And that way we'll know exactly when it cuts out and everything. So let's get this little play test going. We're gonna put the microphone over there so you can still kind of hear me okay. Jackery's only running that, so we're good. 2-2, yes, hey. This mic is still kicking, so we good. That's with the pop filter, not any different, obviously, but. So, we got that heard. Let's get the phone running so we can get everything paired up on this. Get my big old rain jacket on to protect me from them elements. My little Monster Energy. Hell yeah. Not sponsored officially yet. All right, and we are rolling. All right, time to take this walk. So just for everybody's knowledge, the last time around, it was dumping rain. It is actually not raining at all currently. Maybe I'll put the first run through at the end of the video so you guys can check that out. But we're gonna do the exact same walk. So that's our door. And then we're just going to walk out here and we're going to walk to the left and we're actually going to walk right past my office window. So if it did cut out before, then it should probably be coming back into talk right now. But yeah, so that's my window right there. And then we're just going to walk down here a little bit. And I wonder if I can see it like the RF on the...
All right, so it did already cut out, which I don't see as a big problem. I would say it was probably like close to 100 feet away from the receiver. Also, it wasn't direct line of sight. It was going through a stone wall, which this office is notorious for not having like good reception for really anything. So I'm not judging it super hard, but I do think it's still a decent play test and I say some good things. Really appreciate, again, everybody tuning in.
Definitely got to be coming back, getting clear now. I'm really excited to see this whole test. I actually won't see it until I'm editing, so we'll see how it all comes together. All right, let's get this guy back inside. Say hi to Lincoln. What's up, camera? And good to see it's still recording. And we're gonna end our phone here. So we got our little walking test done. I think that's gonna be the real separator, and then I just need to try to use it in a very populated airspace. But so if I can sort of weigh pros, cons, and everything in between. Number one, it's a great sized unit. It's sleek looking. It's not like too gaudy or too aftermarket-y looking. They're heavy, strong feeling. It being a dual is awesome. Two XLRs, the separate XLRs is nice because of course we want to be able to control them from a distance, so we're using either like the Everse mixer app or using a TouchTunes app or something like that, right? As far as problems I had though, definitely was like just getting the mics to it. I guess I could say that the interface doesn't feel the same. It feels like there's more buttons. It's not like super intuitive, and the instructions weren't like overly helpful in that there just really wasn't a lot to it. But I did figure it out. My only concern would be is can other people figure out what to do when you kind of lose that first channel control, like if I change the channel on this it throws this completely off. So it's really hard just to get used to that. I could see like myself if that happens, sort of when I'm just moving too fast, and then sort of makes me a little bit panicked, right? I do always have a little bit of fear when you have two receivers sort of built into one. You know, I know tech is getting so much better, so of course it's going to feel better and look better, and eventually we're going to move to smaller sizes. But I guess, you know, it's if I'm staying progressive, then this is ambitious, and I'm here for it, but still a little weary about it. Just a little lightweight, a little less solid. Doesn't look easily rack mountable unless you're kind of doing your own figuring stuff out, you know, versus like the Shure that has the ridges in it so that you have the rack mounting stuff. There's some screws on the side, but I think for a standalone unit, if you're in ceremony and you're able to just have like a lot of open air, you know, and not a lot of competition, then I think this would be a great unit for that. Yeah, other than that, it was just really the dealing with the menu stuff, and then I'm a little concerned with sound quality, just because I haven't had the chance to compare it, but we're going to try and get another video out doing just that. So thanks again for checking this out, everybody. I super appreciate you guys hanging out and watching the whole video, and please stay tuned because I'm going to show you just how ridiculous it was when I was running through torrential downpour to try and test out these microphones. So thanks again. Appreciate you. Catch you next time. All right, so I'm going to do a little selfie walk around. Maybe I'll put a jacket on and go outside. I kind of just want to do that, just to see. All right, so this is basically where we cut off from being able to be heard anymore. And hang on a sec. I'm putting my jacket on. That's right. It's weathering the storm time. I had one goal today, and that was to do this video and do it right. So we're gonna rock this awesome, a little bigger than me, monster jacket, and we're gonna go for a little microphone walk. I don't care. Maybe I'll put my hand inside. Maybe I'll do it inside. For the views, baby. Hope you guys appreciate this. Drop a like and a subscribe, please. Oh, shoot. Alright. Let's get it. Everybody on the other end, I'm going to walk as far as I can before I get zapped by lightning or explode. Oh yeah. We're doing it. I'm committed. I've already committed. Let's go. Teddy's gonna hate me. Alright, so we're walking out the house down the side here, and then actually the whole kit is gonna be right here. You can see those chairs. That's my office window. So that's where everything's just going down. And we're probably being heard just fine. So, a lot of rain. I should have maybe used the pop filters on the microphone just to keep it dry. I'm just gonna stay tilted away from the flow. And my phone is not doing great. It is very wet. I need a new one anyway. So, perfect. Everybody's driving around. And the police officer. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I think I've walked far enough. This is pretty far. If it lasted, that's insane. If it made it, it is really pretty decent range. Of course, we don't have like all the additional traffic of microphones the way you might have in a city, because we're pretty far outside of Philadelphia. But maybe it gives a decent enough idea of where it starts to cut off. And yeah, I'd say we probably were over 250 feet. Easy, easy. It's a long walk. Holy hell. Okay. Now realizing I have a flappy sleeve and I'm walking backwards. Alright, for the YouTubes, baby. Why couldn't I just twitch still? Hi, honey. Not happy, I told you. Shoot. It's very wet out. Alright, we'll see you back. Actually, let's walk into the office so that you can just... Worlds collide. 2-2, yeah. There it is. Oh no! Memory card got full, y'all. Fuck.